Welcome, Marvin Suggs and his amazing Muppet phone to Geek Salad's Hangout Countdown from the Geek Salad Podcast. I'm Andy.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Katherine.
Hey, and today, as a companion piece to our upcoming Muppets movie episode on our podcast, Geek Salad, the three of us have gotten together to discuss our 10 favorite songs from the Muppet movies. Now, as you can see with Katherine in the background there, she's got so many Muppets.
Just a few.
Just a few. Did you take that sign down? Because I thought that was hanging in your condo.
I moved it.
Oh, okay. Just for us.
Just for us.
Oh, okay. Awesome. So there were so many songs to pick from. So if we didn't mention one, don't be upset, okay? They're all great in their own way, except for the stuff on Muppet Treasure Island.
There's a few songs on Muppet Treasure Island that are worth listening to, but the movie not so much.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I genuinely don't remember any of the songs from Muppet Treasure Island.
The only one I know is the Suncoast story. So
opening song, Professional Pirate, those are good.
yeah, but totally not Cabin Fever.
No. God, no. That was what made us turn off the movie last time we tried to watch it.
I just can't. So, all right. So, Katherine, why don't you get us started? We each picked three. We had one consensus for our number one. So, if you want to know exactly how this came down. So, Katherine, what's your first pick?
Okay, my first one is from the Great Muppet Caper, Couldn't We Ride?
Mm-hmm. That is a pretty fun one.
Yeah, it's a nice chill song. It's good. It's a fun one to like skate to. You know, I often think about it when I go on a bike ride. It's just nice and relaxing and peaceful.
Yeah, I always remember that it's just the one where they managed to get two Muppets on radio controlled bicycles.
Oh, two Muppets. Not even two. No, like they're all on radio controlled bicycles.
That's right. I forgot about that.
There's like a huge crowd of them at the end.
That's right.
I'm just surprised that none of them got the radio signals crossed.
Pulling up the Rolling Stones like Mark Hamill in Empire Strikes Back.
Faz Fazakas knew his stuff.
Yeah. I also forgot to mention that all the songs that we're talking about for this are going to be in a playlist that we're going to post at the end of the show. So if you want to listen to these songs, if you're not familiar with them, we put together a YouTube playlist for you, which I'll put on the kind of at the end of the show. Just you click the link and listen to them in whatever order you want to. But yeah, it's funny too because I don't really remember a whole lot of songs from the Great Muppet Caper.
This one I do remember. I do remember how just a very slow, very gentle song. And it's nice when they have all the Muppets doing harmony together. Yeah.
Right.
You actually picked, not to spoil too much, Katherine, you picked two from the Great Muppet Caper. Not Great Muppet Caper, I'm sorry.
No, I didn't.
Perfect Take Manhattan. Oh, yeah, you're right. No, I'm sorry. I'm screwing up the movie that this was in. I'm an idiot. Never mind. All right,
no,
Mike,
you're not an idiot. You're just not Muppy enough.
They'll blend together after a while.
Okay, so my turn?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to start with, from Muppet Christmas Carol, It Feels Like Christmas.
Yes.
Because every time I hear that song, it feels like Christmas.
I love singing along to the song, too, because we've included the little la-la-las in between.
But, you get the Ghost of Christmas Present, sing the whole thing, and I just rewatched the my three picks right before we did this hangout, and it's great to see Michael Caine's Scrooge just like slowly start to get into the feeling as the song goes on. He starts off very just looking around, but as he sees the joy of everybody as they're feeling Christmas, it's starting to come through.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool song. It's honestly one of the few like actually feels like a Christmas songs in this one.
And I mean, Michael Caine's just great in almost everything.
Yeah, it's Mike Cocaine, and you're right.
Yeah, he just sells it all, and and you've got Jerry Nelson doing the lead singing, and he's really great.
Yeah. It's so jovial.
It is.
And sitting around getting drunk by a fire, or at least that's the way I sing it.
Well, no, that's not the way you sing it. That's the way you do it.
Staying home and getting drunk by a fire.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Okay, so it's my turn. So I'm gonna go with from the original Muppet movie, Moving Right Along, which is a staple on our road trips with the kids.
Nice.
It's just so jaunty and fun, and when you watch it in the movie, you've got all those great gags about the fork in the road. And
yeah, every time I listen to it on the soundtrack, I always feel there's something amiss because it doesn't include a couple of those inter jokes.
Well, the other thing too with Big Bird, you don't get Big Bird in there either. But even some of the lines in the songs, we just left Rhode Island. We did what?
Just forget it. Yeah. Send someone to we're in Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the sun come up in the west?
Yeah. Oh, it's just such a fun song, and it just knowing how elated two inanimate objects with hands up their butts are just enjoying this song in the movie it's just I love this song so much.
It is a jaunty song.
Yeah, I was really torn though, because if I had an honorable mention, it would be I hope that something better comes along, and I was up until this afternoon, I was really like, it's one or the other.
That's actually my honorable mention as well. I love that song.
I agree. The honorable mention.
Yeah,
Rolf has always been one of my favorite Muppets.
Yeah, he's so fun, and I always enjoy stuff like the John Denver Christmas with the Muppets, where John Denver is singing very, very sincerely, and Jim Henson is essentially just doing Rolf. So it's like, have yourself a merry little Christmas. Is John Denver just doing, his choir boy best, and then from now on, our troubles will be out of sight.
That's just how Rolf sings, man.
I know. All right, so back to you, Catherine. What's your number two? Or these are in no order, but what's your second pick?
Okay, my next one I'm going to talk about is I'm going to go back there someday from the original Muppet movie, the Gonzo song.
I was wondering which version you wanted for that. That's the one I remember.
Yeah, that's the one.
That song always kind of stands out to me in that movie because it's very different than every other song in that movie. It's very wistful, very almost ballad-like.
It's also interesting too because it's Gonzo singing it.
Yeah, he's not singing about crashing into things or getting shot out of cannons or anything.
Or dating, the chicken, the dating scene.
Yeah, that was the whole chicken thing was an improv on the set on the Muppet Show.
It works.
It does.
It's a nice song too because it's something you soothe. If you could just sip out a fire, playing that on an acoustic guitar, it wouldn't feel out of place.
Yeah.
Right.
I also like it too because I understand. I know what and I haven't seen. I even admit as much when we discuss the Muppets. I haven't seen Muppets from Space, so I understand where the context of it is there, that it's Gonzo from outer space. But I will accept the Muppet 1978 version.
Yeah, no, I think that one's the better version. Like I understand, Muppets from Space is very fun. It definitely gets back to more of the goofiness of the original Muppet Show, but clearly the original Muppet movie version is the version. Yes,
that is a definitive version. There should be no others. So, Mike,
like covers.
My second pick is from the 2011 The Muppets.
Okay.
And it's pictures in my head.
Oh, that's a great scene.
Yeah. Because it's Kermit just regretting the fact that he didn't try harder to keep the group together. He's just it balances the fact that he's got all these memories that he loves, but that's what they are. They're memories. He knows where his friends are, but he let them go, and he's just regretting that and just bemoaning the fact that all his memories are just they're just pictures in his head.
Right. Yeah, it's a really good song. I feel it's out of the songs from the 2011 movie, it's one of the better songs that got forgotten about. Because there were the two discussion pieces songs. One which we will talk about in a little bit, spoiler. And the one that won the Oscar.
Yeah. I like Man or a Muppet. It's just, for me, if it came down to a choice of favorite music, it's going to be the one that we mentioned in a short time, and it's this song.
Yep. Katherine, thoughts?
It's okay. My criteria was, can I listen to the song 8,000 times in a row and still enjoy it and get something out of it?
Yeah.
And pictures in my head, it's I like it. It's a good song. It tells a good part of the story there in that movie, but it's not one of my favorites from that movie.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All right. So my next pick is from the Great Muppet Caper, "Hey, a Movie," only because it invokes the Broadway mentality of explain everything straight up at the beginning of the show in song.
Not only that, but break the fourth wall in a big way right in the opening.
Right, exactly. The fact that you know exactly who the villain is straight up because he sings his own line. And me.
Yeah,
everything.
It definitely built on the whole, the joke of, hey, we're not going to explain to you what just happened. We're just going to have you read the script while we take a nap. Meta thing from the first movie.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. And it's fun, especially as a fan of Broadway musicals, where it's this really nice, you introduce the characters, you introduce what they are doing, that Kermit and Fozzie and Gonzo work for this newspaper. And everything just kind of moves that way. And while it's not a song I could sing, sing about 1,000 times, Katherine, it is one that the chorus gets stuck in my head a lot.
Oh, yeah.
More than it should for a person my age, I guess. All right. Katherine, your third. And your third, Katherine?
We talk about this a bit in the episode, how much I like this song. It just, it means so much to me, is He'll Make Me Happy, the pre-wedding song from the Muppets Take Manhattan.
Yeah.
This was the scene that I shared on Facebook after I got back from my elopement.
Did you guys actually play that at any point during your actual wedding, your actual nuptials?
No, because we were, it was just us and the minister and the photographer / witness at the park at Niagara Falls.
Oh, okay.
So I think I played it back in the room, and it was on our playlist and all that kind of stuff, but not yet.
Great.
When we eventually throw some kind of party, I don't know, maybe it'll definitely be there.
Awesome. Yeah, again, it's one of those songs that I remember. It's not Muppets Take Manhattan's one of those ones that the songs, to me, they just don't stick to me the way that the first two movies do. But I do remember liking it a lot. Sadly, I think the only one I do always recall is the Muppet Baby song.
Yeah. Well, part of the thing that gets you is when they pull back to the wide shot and you see the church full of Muppets all singing that song.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually believe the video I picked for this playlist is from the movie.
Good.
So you get a good look at it. So don't friggin' listen to the playlist while you're driving. Mike,
Yeah.
go.
Nah. Yes, my third pick is it's also from the Great Muppet Caper. Happiness Hotel.
That's a fun one.
Yeah. This I mean, I have vague recollection. I saw this movie. It's been a while, but this song is always stuck in my head about it because it's telling you that they're just going down. It's like this is a really rat hole of a hotel, but everyone gets along. It's just happiness is the people in the hotel, not the place itself.
You don't need a toilet. The toilet was inside of you all along.
It's kind of like the backstage of the Muppet Theater from the old show.
Exactly. Am I mistaking something, or do I remember the word hell being mentioned in this one, which was odd for children?
Oh, yeah. There's a few things like that. There's also a whole thing where cut out of the soundtrack is Floyd says that Animal's upset because he missed the Monet exhibit at the museum, and Animal cuts and goes, Renoir!
Yeah, you wouldn't think of Animal as a French Impressionist fan, but hey.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I also do love the the kind of comedic cuts in there, like when Gramps is asking them how they want to pay. It's like, what are our choices? A, cash. B, credit card. C, sneak out in the middle of the night. We'll take C. Very popular choice.
What's great about that song, too, is that it works as a device to introduce every other Muppet that you haven't already been introduced to. Every single damn one of them is in that hotel. Well.
And as far as I know, it's the first kind of like speaking role that Rizzo has in any of the movies.
I think so. Katherine, you're the expert.
Yeah, I don't think Rizzo was in the first movie.
No, he wasn't.
Definitely not a speaking character. He might have been in the background somewhere, but not really.
Gotcha.
He's got a line in this one in the song. So Rizzo can sing.
Yep, Steve Whitmire's good singer.
So, all right. So my last pick is from the 2011 Muppet movie. We've kind of alluded to it a few times. Life's a Happy Song, which, in all honesty, considering that the 2011 Muppets is the only Muppet movie to win an Oscar for Best Song, I was shocked it wasn't this one.
And oddly enough, this one is not sung by any of the Muppets.
It's not sung by any of the traditional Muppets. Walter.
Right. Walter's in there, but yeah, it's about they're heading out of town.
But again, it's one of those great songs where you can definitely tell that comedian wrote the song.
Right.
The song's written by Burt McKenzie of Flight of the Conchords. And the whole thing where they're coming up with just these rhyming schemes about life's a leg of lamb. Was someone there to lend a hand? Life's a bouquet of flowers to help you while away the hours. Life's a kettle of fish.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
This is their obligatory cameo song.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh God, there's a lot of cameos in that one. Yeah. But it's funny. I was listening to a song today, and I had headphones on. Usually, when I listen to stuff, it's usually in my car. But I had my headphones on, listening to it. And during that bit with the kettle of fish, you can actually hear him go, yes, it is. There's a lot of little just produced details in there. Just like, yeah, it is.
We got nothing for that one.
What's funny, too, is that the soundtrack version keeps the entire thing of, good Lord, Eric Siegel's character going
Jason
into Mary. Siegel, yeah. Going into Mary's school, interrupting, revealing the plot point that they're all going to Hollywood together, and then Amy Adams sings.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Amy Adams is such a Disney princess. She's just such a wonderful voice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She is.
Yeah. So that leaves us with one more. And Catherine, we're bestowing the honor upon you, Muppet expert.
So the one we all agreed on from the Muppet movies that we're going to talk about is Rainbow Connection.
Of course.
Is there any other choice?
This is the one when you wish upon a star of Muppet movie songs.
Yeah. This is the song that when people think of Muppet songs, this is the song they think of.
Yeah, when they think about the Muppet Show Muppets, this is definitely the song. There's another song associated with Kermit, but it's more considered a Sesame Street song.
Oh, it's not Needs to Be in Green?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, this is his graduation from Sesame Street to the Muppets. This is his song. This is his signature.
Yeah.
And the fact that it reappears as really your emotional gut punch at the end of the 2011 movie.
Oh, yeah.
And they recognize, obviously they recognize that this is their thing. This is their baby. And Paul Williams just is a songsmith with this song.
Yeah, this song goes so much into just expressing like kind of the innermost core value of all of the Muppets, where they're the lovers, the dreamers, and you. That's pretty much the lovers and the dreamers are the Muppets, and you're just the other Muppet, kind of. Incidental.
You're the other Muppet, and you are the reason why we did so well.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you so much for your fandom.
Thank you for bringing your kids to this new movie. We kept them original. We kept the originals in there. Half the other people are dead, so they have different voices. You haven't watched a Muppet movie in 10 years.
Yeah. But yeah, when like the violins start kind of crescendoing in the third verse,
yeah,
I start to hook up every single time.
It's tough not to. This is a lullaby we sing to my son sometimes, and yeah, it does get you. It's really tough to sing and get through, especially if you've had kind of an emotional day. There's that line too. One of my favorite lines, and this is just a great song lyric, is is that the sweet sound that calls the young sailor?
Yeah.
And it's just such a great little this is so much metaphor, and it's wonderful. I feel so happy now. I'm gonna cry now. So yeah, that was unless Catherine, I'm sorry, did you have anything else to talk about with the Rainbow Connection?
Just the imagery and the staying power. It's still really good. They talked about the Debbie Harry episode of the Muppet Show. They were like, oh yeah, we could do a song about this about rainbows, that about rainbows. It's like, don't you want to sing my rainbow song? She's like, well, I thought you were bored with it. No. and so Debbie Harry and Kermit sing Rainbow Connection, which is great.
Yeah. God, I haven't seen that episode in a long time either. I remember they had like the modded punk Muppets with like the wraparound black glasses.
Yep. She's like, this isn't my normal band, but what's normal about a band anyway?
Good point.
Yeah. So that was our top 10 Muppet movie songs. Not all from the Muppet movie, as noted by the title. If you feel like we missed something, if there's a song that you want to let us know how it means to you, feel free to comment below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video. We thrive on the likes, which is always great. Also, Mike, Catherine, and I host a podcast with our buddy Joe, who is absent probably for many Muppet reasons.
He doesn't watch enough Muppets. That's the problem.
We all host a podcast called Geek Salad, where we talk about all sorts of nerdy things from the Muppets to movies to TV to music, whatever. You can check out our show at geeksalad.podbean.com. You can also download the Podbean app. Check us out at Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes, and Google Music. And the audio stream also shows up here on the YouTube channel, so feel free to listen to it that way. We also follow us on Facebook at Geek Salad Podcast and Twitter at Geek Salad Radio. So until next time, I'm Andy.
I'm Mike. And she's in that.
And I'm Katherine.
Hello, Kermit the Frog here. Everybody.
Oh.
Go forth, be nerdful, and go find a job in public television, will ya?